Welcome to a new video about Sisir. In this video, I will showcase a new feature I've added called Mannequin. Until now, in order to start working on your groom, you would have needed to load a mesh. So for example, I am going to load this sample head mesh here, and that's perfectly fine, but it means you need to already have a suitable mesh somewhere on your computer. If you're a 3D artist, that might not be a big deal, but wouldn't it be more convenient to have a ready-to-use head mesh already available directly inside Sisir? So that's exactly what Mannequin is about. So let's activate it. And since we already have a mesh in the scene, Sisir is warning us that the mesh will be replaced. And if we have guides or other elements, they will be discarded. So click Replace Mesh. And here it is. This is the default Mannequin head. And notice that there is a new panel with several settings here. The Mannequin head is based on Google GNM, or Generative Anthropometric Model. Essentially, it's a parametric 3D model of the human head. Its parameters can be adjusted to generate a huge variety of different head shapes and facial identities. So for example, let's click on Randomize here. And every time we click, it will generate a randomized head based on thousands of profiles. And then you can use the shape sliders to customize the head even further, allowing you to create a wide range of variations across ethnicity, age, and gender. Another thing you can do once you find a face that you like, you can save it as preset. So let me generate a few more. Okay, let's keep this one. He looks friendly. Let's click save and give a name. I will call him maybe something like Chen. Click OK. And then if you decide to try something else or maybe change the parameters, you can just click here in the preset bar and select Chen, and he's back. I have another one saved here called Coolio, because I thought he looked pretty coolio. Anyway, this gives you plenty of options to play with, so you can always start your groom with a fresh and unique head. Another thing you can do is to use the seed here. If you click in the seed field and press up or down on your keyboard, you can increase or decrease the seed number by 1. Let's say you find a seed you really like and then start tweaking the settings, but you realize you've changed it too much and want to go back to the original version. Simply click Reset to Seed, and all the parameters will be restored to the values associated with that specific seed. And if you want to reset all the settings to 0, simply type 0 in the seed and press enter, and everything will be reset to the default head. All right, let's load a scene with some guides. I'm using our friend Coolio here, but if I just load Chen preset, for example, all the guides will adapt to the new mesh shape. And of course, I can click on Randomize, and everything deforms accordingly to whatever mesh is presented. As well as the shape sliders, I can manually tweak the shape and the guides adapt in real time. Let me go back to the preset, and I'll press F2 to switch to the hair module. Let's give it a few seconds to generate the hair. Okay, the hair looks good. Let's press the R key to switch to the render module, and everything looks good. Now let's go back to the guides module, and let's try to switch to the Chen preset. And then F2 to update the hair, give it a few seconds. Okay, now switch to the render module again, and everything updates correctly. Let's try this few more times. Let's press Randomize, update the hair, then render module. As you can see, the groom updates correctly. I'll do it one last time just because it's fun. So now you have a good idea of what the Mannequin is about. But what if you want to use your own mesh and just be able to apply a Blendshape? Let's do that. Here I have a scene with a head mesh I have imported. Let me update the hair. This guy has some sort of executive hairstyle. And this is what he looks like in the render module. So let's import a Blendshape. Up here, there is a new button to import a Blendshape. I have prepared one for this mesh earlier. Okay, so imagine that this is your manager and you ask him if you can have a promotion or a pay rise. And this is what happens. He turns into an ugly orc, a very executive looking orc. And we can verify the orcness in the render module as well. If you want, you can also adjust the blend shape directly from the hair module, and the hair will recache every frame as the shape changes. However, depending on the complexity of your groom, this can be quite demanding on your system. So I recommend making Blendshape adjustments from the guide module, where the operation is much lighter and more responsive. One important thing to keep in mind is that for the Blendshape to work correctly, it must have the exact same topology and vertex order as the original mesh. If I try to import an incompatible mesh, for example, this MetaHuman head, Sisir will warn you that the mesh cannot be used as Blendshape and explain you why. So that's it for this video. If you want to try Sisir yourself, join the Discord using the link in the description. Sisir is completely free for everyone. Whether you're an indie artist, a freelancer, a small studio, or a large company, you're free to use Sisir in your commercial work. Keep in mind that Sisir is still a work in progress, so expect some bugs and issues along the way, but your feedback and suggestions are always welcome and really help me improve the tool. So join the Discord community and go download Sisir. I will see you there.